This is another question. And after I ask this one, I'd like Subdeacon to ask anything he may have on his mind. But this is one that really I've delved into. I've looked at Latin fathers, Greek fathers, Syriac fathers. The topic of ghosts, and the massive majority of fathers that I have looked at don't approach ghosts with a favorable way that a lot of Americans do. They will say these can be dark spiritual forces. Augustine believed they could have been demons. Other fathers, they don't have favorable things. And yet sometimes you hear people say, well, they're friendly ghosts. There's nice ghosts out there. Father, in terms of ghosts, are ghosts real? And are they demons? What exactly, in your experience, how do we respond to that as Christians?
That's an excellent question, especially now that we're approaching Halloween coming up on Monday. Yeah. Most exorcists will tell you that when people claim to encounter a ghost, it's actually a demon who's trying to masquerade as something else as a way to draw people in. The great line in 2 Corinthians where it says Satan transforms himself into an angel of light and he deceives many people. I think people that claim to see ghosts are allowing themselves to be deceived by demons. You just mentioned a few moments ago that yesterday's show was about purgatory. Now, it does seem on some rare occasions that God may permit the soul of one who has died to come back and manifest in our reality. But, once we die, we cannot act in this reality unless God permits it. And usually God permits it only as a way for that soul to seek prayers. It's the notion that soul is suffering in purgatory and is seeking our intercessory prayers. To me, that is possible, but it's something that only God can permit. But the majority of the time, 99% of the time, ghosts are nothing but demons who are masquerading as something friendly as a way to build up a false sense of security so that they can attach themselves to us. I think that's the danger we see in so many people who are fascinated by ghost hunting, for example. Yeah. We see a lot of people that just really want to go, and I always remind people that demons as pure spirits don't have a residence. They don't have an address. They don't live in a location. They don't live in the old abandoned hospital or prison. We would actually say that as pure spirits, they're neither here nor there. We would say they are here or there if they are choosing to act there. And why would a demon be acting in, the abandoned hospital? It's the very things that people are doing that are drawing the attention of the demons to manifest in these places. It's not that they live there. So I watched a show one time, and at the end, the ghost hunter's like, well, whatever we encounter here, you better stay here because I'm going home now and I don't want you to follow me. But the notion, again, it isn't that it lives there. It's manifesting there as a way to make an attachment with those people that are present, with the end result being that these demons want to destroy people's lives by having them begin to unravel with all kinds of problems.
Subdeacon, your thoughts on that?
Wow. Father, would you say, you mentioned the entertainment industry earlier, would you say there are other things like that maybe we're not aware of this, like the consequences of this movie or this show, or what? Like I heard about Harry Potter with some stuff like about that. I don't know. Do you think there's like some stuff that kind of slides in, and even us like Christians who are trying to avoid that stuff, we're unaware of it?
Absolutely, because I think in the entertainment industry, evil is presented as something good. And when people watch these things, it begins to slowly change their attitude. Evil is seen as something good. The devil is seen as some type of heroic figure. Here in the United States, you look at so many programs and movies that are out there, it's really glorifying evil. And evil is being presented as something good. Literature, you mentioned Harry Potter books. People often ask me, well, is it good for a Christian to read these books? And I always like to sometimes respond with another question. And my question would be, which book do they know better? Do they know the Bible or Harry Potter better? Which one can they readily quote? And I think we all know the answer to that. And that's the danger. Because if someone claimed to be a Christian, knew their faith well, and they're reading certain types of literature that glamorize evil, but they can filter that through their Christian faith, then they can identify why what they're reading is really inconsistent with the type of life that a Christian should be living. But unfortunately, it was the former Archbishop of Philadelphia, Archbishop Charles Chaput, who used to say, it's a sad reality today that far too many people wear the label of being a Christian, but they do not know the person of Jesus Christ. And again, there are a lot of people today who claim to be a Christian, but they're dabbling in things that are really contrary to our faith and are really allowing the devil to have a foothold in their lives.
Thank you, Father.